Hello and welcome to Cricket Country's live analysis of the second test between India and New Zealand. I'm Kaustubh Mekar. This is Devachit Verma. Session 1, day 3 belongs to India yet again.
Yes, New Zealand batted very well. They actually won the first hour of the play today. We were expecting India to bowl New Zealand out for cheap, but that did not happen. Some very good resistance shown by Jeetan Patel, which was surprising because it was BJ Watling who was expected to do the job which Riddhiman Saha did for India in the first innings yesterday morning.
But Jeetan Patel has 2 half centuries at first class level.
Yes.
Sorry, 2 centuries at first class level, 11 half centuries.
Yes.
Brilliant batting. He was batting with comfort and ease. There was no time when you thought that he was struggling.
Yeah. That is what the beauty of this pitch is, and it was the same case in the first test as well. Yeah. If you're ready to apply yourself and if you're ready to present the full face of the bat, the ball is not turning much. It's not turning viciously. I mean, we saw the way Kane Williamson was dismissed in the first 2 innings of the first test of this entire series, and there was sharp turn into the batsman, but nothing of that sort. Yeah. What we saw that one odd delivery will beat the batsman. It will just turn and it'll beat the batsman. It'll beat the wickets. It'll beat the wicket keeper as well, and that is all that we have seen.
Well, usually on Indian tracks, we see spinners taking the bulk of the wickets.
Yes.
Ashwin and Jadeja took only 1 wicket apiece.
Yeah.
But it was the pacers, Bhuvaneshwar Kumar, who took a 5-fer, and Shami who took a 3-fer.
Exactly, because this pitch is still having a lot of bounce. We saw how Dhawan was struggling against Trent Bolt. Bolt tested Dhawan to the hilt in those 1 or 2 overs, right? Yeah. But it still remains very good for fast bowlers as well as both the batsmen as well. I mean, those who are ready to dig in, watch the ball very, very closely. Because if you are going to make a mistake, even the slightest one may actually pay you a heavy price.
Well, talking about Shikhar Dhawan's resilience and grit, he's known for fighting his demons.
Yes.
We often see him playing that gem of an innings in a series or 2. Do you think today is the day that he needs to step up?
The platform is very well set.
Conditions are tough though.
Yes. The stage is very well set for him. Dhawan has been hit twice on the left-hand thumb. It was very, very painful for him to take the second blow because it was hit on the same area. And the height of the ball, the first time it was around the waist high, and second time it was actually bouncing around his neck area, right? Yeah. So Dhawan is set well for. I mean, he has been presented with a very good challenge by the New Zealand bowlers, and he has it in him to dig in and bail him out of the trouble which he finds himself in right now.
Talking about India's batting lineup overall, we haven't seen them dominate or go all guns blazing up. They haven't batted collectively.
Correct.
Yeah. So we saw either Murli Vijay or Pujara, or it's the lower middle order, Ashwin and Saha. Do you think players like Kohli and Rahane need to step up? They are class up, no doubt.
But Rahane did step up, in fact, in the first innings, and even in the second innings of the Kanpur test, he scored 40 runs. Yeah. Now, those were crucial runs because India needed a few more big partnerships to take them past the 300, 350 total which they were looking for, and that is what Rahane helped them with. And it was only due to Rahane and Pujara's 141 run stand in the first innings that India are in a position right now, and in such a strong position right now.
Well, India lead by only 124 runs.
Yes.
They better not take New Zealand lightly, because looking at the conditions and looking at the way New Zealand have bowled so far,
correct.
India has to play fire with fire.
India has to play fire with fire, but the point is the lead of 124 is not the only 124 run lead. It's a big lead, and the fact that if the pitch, in Test cricket, what we expect is the pitch to deteriorate for teams batting third and fourth. Now, India batting third, we have seen how Dhawan was hit twice on the hand. Trent Bolt kept bowling on Dhawan's body. There was one caught behind appeal as well. Now, the point is, the pitch will not be suitable for batting as it was in the earlier stages of the match. So, if New Zealand could not conjure 300 runs in the first innings, do you expect them to make so many in the second innings? Second, India had taken a 112 run lead, which is going to play a massive role in the mindset of the New Zealand batsman as well as the Indian batsman, because Indian batsmen now know that they already have 100 runs plus.
But Indian batsmen have a reputation of cascading down in no time. 1 wicket falls, followed by 2-3, and then followed by 2-3. And in there have been times when India faltered in the second innings.
India have faltered. India have been faltering even from the West Indies series.
Yeah.
The middle order, the batting order has not clicked together. But you don't need to, because you have somebody or the other stepping up and taking the charge of the situation. In the first test, if there was a century stand for the second wicket between Vijay and Pujara, in the second innings, it was Rohit Sharma and Ravindra Jadeja who rammed home the advantage for India. Now, in the first innings, when you were again in trouble, it was Wriddhiman Saha who took India. I mean, India did not look like crossing a 239 from going from 239 to 300. In the if you can recall, in the Kanpur test, after first day, India made a good start. They had a century stand in between the second session. They ended the day struggling at 291 for 7 or 8 wickets down. They were expected to get those 9 runs and at least get past 300. But what was the situation here? They still needed more than 70 runs to go to 300 runs. They made 316, only 2 runs less than what they did in Kanpur. So there is somebody who is at least taking them past 300 or to a score which is at par. Now New Zealand are batting good enough. Ross Taylor did well. We had Tom Latham, we had Kane Williamson, we had Luke Rockey, we have Mitchell Santner also doing well with the bat. But have they gone past 300? Have they even gone close to 300? No. The highest score in the series which they have made so far is 260.
Well, we saw West Indies pulling off an unlikely draw.
Correct.
So, is there a chance for New Zealand?
You need to have grinders, and the only grinder which you could have banged upon in the series, given the current form and the promise, was Kane Williamson. But Williamson is not around in this test.
Well, we know now what India needs to do. They have to stick to basics.
Yes.
What do New Zealand and Captain Ross Taylor need to do? Should they have men around the bat,
take wickets, definitely,
or just stop the runs?
Stopping the runs won't be an option, because we don't have so many bowlers who can bowl at the same line and length. So you can expect one bad ball here and there. But what New Zealand can do is to play aggressive brand of cricket, try and attack the Indian batsmen more, make them play a little more. If you bowl on their bodies, like say we saw Dhawan being tested. What if there was an edge? What if the ball just went in the air after hitting the thumb or the shoulder of the bat, or even the handle of the bat? If you make them play more, there might be edges. The ball is still new. We are into only the first 4-5 initial overs, right? So in that case, if New Zealand can attack the Indian batsmen more, make them play a little more, have men around the bat, then probably they can snaffle 1 or 2, 3 wickets. But the point is, New Zealand have not been able to bank on the opportunities after getting 1 or 2 quick wickets.
I think it's the small sessions that mattered, and New Zealand have faltered in those crucial sessions in the first Test match as well. They were ahead in the first innings as well, but they lost 5 to 6 wickets all of a sudden. I think they have to look for the same. They have to take wickets in the second session.
Exactly.
So, what do you expect in the second session?
First of all, before New Zealand does anything, they should be thanking Chetan Patel and not BJ Watling for reducing this deficit, because what was expected was India were looking good to take a 150 run lead. Now they have close to a little over 100 run lead. Now this difference which it has made is New Zealand do not find themselves literally outplayed in the game. Let's suppose if India would have taken a 170 run lead at 12 more runs, and they have close to 200 run lead right now, going to the lunch on the third day. Now this is a situation which New Zealand would not have liked. But right now India do not even have 130 plus a run lead. So this is something which will play to their advantage. But then again, it was a bowler who stepped up for them. Ultimately, somebody needs to stand up and deliver. But what was BJ Watling's role here? BJ Watling should have batted the way Wriddhiman Saha did.
Was he too defensive?
Exactly. I think he was too defensive, because looking at the way Chetan Patel was batting, I mean, he had no pressure on his shoulders. He was playing his strokes effortlessly. I mean, he was making batting look very easy. But Watling, on the other hand, it did not look like that he was looking to score a lot of runs as well.
We are halfway through the match, and India already lead by 124 runs. New Zealand will have to punch well above their weight. India are already in the driver's seat. The session 2 of day 3 is expected to be eventful.
Yes. If the rain stays away, because we had some drama first innings as well, and Virat Kohli was first session as well today, and Virat Kohli was not very happy about it. I think his point was. I mean, what do you think? What was he trying to tell the umpire?
Well, looking at the weather, he thought that the clouds might go away in no time, so there was no point halting the play.
Did you observe? Indians did not exactly leave the field. They were hovering around the boundary ropes, and they went inside for like 5 to 10 seconds.
They were not wrong because the rain went away.
Exactly, and their captain was the first one to get back on the field. Now, this is a very strong sign of how eager Virat Kohli is to push for a win, because he does not want to. And it was that time of the game when New Zealand were on the top. I mean, they had not lost any wicket, and New Zealand were making runs very, very easily.
Yeah.
So again, that is the attitude which the Indian captain is trying to instill into the Indian team. That even though going is against you, you have to keep fighting. You have to keep getting back at the opposition, and if there is any kind of hindrance, you have to try and prevent it. Sorry. And that is what Virat Kohli, I think, was trying to tell the umpires, that okay, it may be just a passing shower. It is not going to last long, because if you can look at the distance, there was clear blue sky.
Yeah. So, but the final call depends on the umpires as well. They had to protect the 22 yards. So
yeah, but the timing of the call when it was made was very, very surprising, because Jadeja was about to deliver the ball. The batsman had taken the stance. I mean, everybody was ready, and the umpire suddenly, it was, I think.
It was a precautionary measure.
It was precautionary, but do you take a precautionary measure when a bowler is about to deliver a ball in the international cricket match? I don't think so. I mean, the timing was slightly surprising. It was Jadeja after all. It was not a fast bowler that he was on his run up, and he was going to take a few more seconds to deliver the ball. And it was not raining as heavily as they made it out look to be.
I think all in all, we lost only 5 to 10 minutes. So we were lucky that we got to witness some quality test
cricket and quality fight between not exactly fight, but quality opposition to the umpire's decision, which was shown by Virat Kohli. Excellent example of leadership, because this is how you should be taking things proactively, not reactively, as we have seen so far in so many years of Indian cricket and Indian team in the Test cricket.
Well, that's it from us. Let's see what session 2 of day 3 pans out. For more updates, log on to cricketcountry.com. Thank you.
Thank you.